Good evening, everybody. Welcome. This is the Harold Washington American Legion 1987 hotline. This is the hotline. I'm sorry my comrade is not here today. He's taking care of some business. I'm talking about Anthony Travis. But today on our show, I have not only a friend, he's a real good friend too, but someone that has that all the answers. And we're in an organization together called CVO, and we're going to discuss what is CVO, what CVO mean, and what does they do. And let me introduce Mr. Bruce Perry.
Very great to be here.
Glad to see you. How are you?
Yeah, terrific.
Okay, tell us about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm a combat Vietnam vet I was in the infantry in the 1st Cav from 1969 to 1971. I graduated from West Point, so I was a platoon leader and a company commander over there, commanded over 100 people in the field. And after that, I spent a total of about 6 years in the Army and then got out and wound up with a PhD in economics, and I taught economics for a number of years before moving to Chicago. I've been involved in the veterans movement for well over 30 years. And yeah, so I've been active. I'm the past chair of the Coalition of Veterans Organizations, CVO.
CVO.
We're going to tell you all about. And I'm currently the treasurer. And we're a very active organization that is exactly what the name says, a coalition of veterans organizations. And here's our contact information. One of our members, of course, is the American Legion post 1987, Harold Washington. So
thank you very
much. That's how we're connected formally. Of course, we've been friends, outside that. And
not only that, CVO, when they say a coalition of veterans organization, we have a lot of organizations. It's not just no one organization. He's going to split it all.
Well, we have a whole list of organizations, including the 555th Parachute Infantry Association, the American Legion Dory Miller Post 915, Harold Washington 1987, the Montfort Point Marine Association, the Muslim American Veterans Association, Chicago chapter, National Women Veterans United is a founding member of our organization. The Veterans for Peace chapter at Chicago, Veterans for Unification, Strike Force, a major force down at Jesse Brown VA, and Vietnam Veterans of America, chapter 311, as well as the organization VetNet. So we have a lot of organizations that are part of us. We're also the Blue Star. The Blue Star platoon is also a member, and we have other organizations that are members of CVO. So we bring together a lot of people, and our understanding is that we as an organization can do what no other, what the group of organizations can't do by themselves, right? We speak with one voice. We are an advocacy organization as opposed to a service organization. Most of our members are service organizations and provide direct services to veterans. We advocate for veterans and try to educate veterans and the public.
And see, that's another thing about CVO. What works so good about it, because it's bad. It's considered with everybody from different organizations and stuff. And see, this is how, say one organization cannot do it by themselves. And it's just the idea we all have to hook up together and to form an alliance.
That's exactly what CVO is about.
In order for us to get our point across, because of the idea, I may have a good point, and so do Bruce, and so do somebody else. But see, in order for us to get heard, we have to be as one. And that's what CVO be fighting for. CVO be doing a lot of things that people don't know about. That's how come I had to get Bruce down here to explain to you all about CVO. Hold on for a minute. Come in, caller.
Yes, sir. Good evening. My name's Ray. And I have a question.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, if I get sick and I have to be rushed to the hospital and I'm admitted and I don't have any insurance, would the VA pick up the cost, or would I pick up the cost?
Okay, for one thing, you say you don't have any insurance, correct?
Yes, somebody asked me, my brother-in-law asked me, I have insurance, but he has none. And he's been not feeling very well lately. And if they rush him to the hospital and he has to stay in there, I want to know if he has to pay the bill or will the VA help him?
Okay, now let me get this clear. Is your son a veteran?
My brother-in-law, yes, Vietnam veteran. He's had shrapnel. He still has it in his body. He lost the eye, some arm from his leg, and sometimes he can't get to the VA hospital. And he wants to know if he's rushed to the hospital and they keep him in, will the VA pay for it?
Excuse me. Yes, they will. Here's what you have to do, and thanks for bringing up. For any veteran that has a VA medical card, and you have to go to the hospital, you contact the VA, and they will tell you to dial 911, and the ambulance will take you to the nearest hospital. Upon arrival, listen very carefully. Upon arrival, let them know, or have somebody with you. If you're incoherent, let them know that you are a veteran, so they could get in touch with the nearest VA hospital. And from there, they will take over.
Okay, but I want to know, if he's incoherent, okay, like you say, and somebody finds him unconscious, and they don't know to call 911 first, would the VA still take care of him, or will they not take care of him?
Oh, the VA will take care of him, but see that idea? Again, they have when a person go into the hospital, male or female, once they get into the hospital, they start asking for your name and identification and stuff. On that type, let them know right then and there that that person is a veteran. And on that request, they will put everything down. Now, for the VA to step in, they will allow you to have your service there at the hospital. And depends on your service. Once they get you stable enough, well, then they can take you to the nearest VA facility. Yes, they will pay for it.
Okay. You know what? That was bothering my brother-in-law so much. Now I tell him that don't worry about it. He'll be taken care of.
And then, you know, if it bothers him that much, he could also, anybody, call into your VA and ask information, because see, they have special cards for veterans. If you can't get into a VA hospital, they have a certain card you have to present to the hospitals. And then on that note that they call, whether it's Hines Hospital, VA, Jesse Brown, or whatever is near, they will let them know that they have this person there. And so the VA would say, well, you know, they'll see what's wrong with them or something like that, and then they'll let them know whenever they could be transferred.
Okay, let me thank you for your great information.
Thank you, caller. I'm back to you, sir, about that. But, you know, this is how we get information out to the veterans and stuff. And this is mainly, you know, called Bruce taught me a lot of stuff by being in CVO. And especially we need to talk about the dentals. Because, see, now we having, you know, a little problem with that. And so I let him finish that part.
One of the things that CVO is working on right now is getting dental care for all veterans. As many of you know, dental care is only provided if you are a 100% disabled veteran, service-connected veteran using the VA, or if you're on an emergency basis, but then you have to pay for it, or if something that you are service-connected for, they say you have to have dental care to take care of that problem, then you can get dental care. But it's very restricted. dental care is an integral part of our health, and it's an integral part. It's definitely connected to your medical condition, to your health condition. For instance, one of the best known things is that dental deterioration can lead to heart disease. So dental care is an extremely important thing that everybody needs, and we're fighting to get the VA to cover all veterans with dental care, and to make it available to all veterans that use the VA. And we're trying to expand the services of the VA. Many of you know that there is an effort afoot to try to privatize the VA, to send us out to the private sector. And this is actually taking money from the VA and reducing the services that the VA can make available, because the money isn't available to the VA, and it's making it available to private companies, private hospitals, etc., by sending veterans there. And so we're actually seeing an attack on the VA system. And it's very important that we fight against privatization, but not just being defensive. We need to expand VA health care, and the fight for dental care is an important aspect of doing that.
Yes, because see, for one thing, a lot of veterans, as Bruce said, have a bad case of dental care. And see, as we've been observing this matter, that, your hygiene, your teeth and stuff like that has a lot to do with your body and stuff. And see, then there, while we hollering about all of the organizations that we represent, we try to contact the Congress, certain congressmen, certain legislations and stuff like that. But see, the idea, just like anybody else, when it comes down to election year, they want to hear what you say and tell you, I'm going to see what we're going to do. And then, once that happens, once they get in, we want to see what you're going to do. And we don't see anything. We get a lot of promises, but no action. But see, it takes you. Just like we are now. It takes, not just me, not just Bruce, it takes a whole, all of us, to stand up for our rights, stand up for our benefits. That is what the main thing CVO is fighting for.
That's exactly right. If people aren't getting out and doing something, then, there's no room to complain, because, we're not demanding it. And we've been out and working with Congressman Davis is sending a letter to the Illinois delegation and another one to the Black Congressional Caucus.
Okay.
And
excuse me.
So
Hello,
we've got another
caller.
caller. Let's have another caller.
Yes, good evening, Commander Thompson.
Shalom, my brother.
Commander, shalom. All right, I just wanted to commend you, Commander Frank B. Thompson, for keeping the Harold Washington Post American Legion 1987 alive and well. And I also wanted to ask a question to Mr. Bruce Perry. Perry, sir, how do you pronounce it? Perry. Okay, the CVO, excuse me, for the veterans. Concerning the dental, do you what kind of dental program you have for the veterans? Is any of that a free program?
It's only free now if you're a 100% disabled veteran. If you're not 100% disabled veteran, they will charge you. Now, there's one other situation. If you have a service-connected disability, and the doctor says the dental care is directly related to curing your service-connected disability, then you can get dental care in that manner too. But it's very restricted. It's not. Most veterans do not have dental care. And so we need to get out and fight for dental care for all veterans.
At no cost. And you don't have to be 100%. Because see, it's
all veterans.
All veterans. Because see, the idea, this the idea, All depends on what you come in for, your disability or whatever it may be. But see, you got to realize each day you're getting older, so something is not going to function right. And see, it could be, your health, your mouth, or whatever it may be. So then it's up to you as an individual to come in and have yourself checked out. Because see, you're not going to find out anything if you self-medicate. That's for one thing. So that means you really have to come into the hospital and let them check you out. And then whatever it is, then you find out just how to go by with it. Okay, just like we got organizations that's fighting for you. Get in touch with them. Because see, we got all kind of representations everywhere. And then not only that, CVO extends an olive branch out to anybody in every organization that's helping veterans. And so this is how we do it.
We have both organizational members and individual members. Why don't you put the number up on there? You can call you can call us at this number, or you can contact us through our website, and there's the information. One of the things we're doing as CVO is we're recognizing that the healthcare system, none of this would be a problem if everybody had health care. None of this would be a problem if it wasn't for the racism, the poverty, and the destruction of the environment that we're seeing. So we're participating in the Poor People's Campaign, which is not a commemoration of Martin Luther King's Poor People's Campaign, which was 50 years ago. It's a continuation. We need to fight for health care for everybody, and particularly for us, we're fighting for veterans' health care and expanding health care. So the Poor People's Campaign is taking off very big in the next month, and I think you should go up and take a look at the website, poorpeoplescampaign.org, that's up here. Coalition of Veterans Organizations is fighting for the Poor People's Campaign to increase the health care and dental care for veterans, but for all people.
And see, that's why we need. Hello, we have another caller.
Yes, how you guys doing?
Okay,
Hey,
yourself.
doing
That's good. What's up going on, Commander?
You got it. How you doing?
Washington Post, 1987.
That's great. How are
I'm
you?
grand. Yeah, I'm okay, Commander.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just tuning in.
I'm glad you were, and I wish a lot of other people would, because see, this is a very special moment for veterans. Tune into the show and find out the things that you need to know, because see, if you don't watch the show, you'll never know what's going on. You may have a problem. How can I deal with this problem? And by word of mouth may not do it unless you, like they say, get it straight from the horse. Not call myself us a horse, but get it straight from the horse's mouth.
All
But
right,
that's just how to
we
do
can,
it.
But what I want to get in there thing about this demo you all on right now.
Okay.
What Conrad from CVO was just explaining. You just can't be just 100%, because they were saying everything. You got to be at least homeless. 'Cause I done been up there before and everything looking for service. But they say you got to be homeless, or like you said, 100%. But I don't know who came over this crap and everything, man, and let these people into the VA like that and everything, man. When they know all of us vets, like Commander was saying and everything, and you were saying also, sir, that that your mouth and everything is a part of your body too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to be taken care as well. And I will hope, man, deep down in my heart that Congress or somebody just try to solve this problem, man. Because right now I need my teeth and stuff clean.
That's exactly right. And you should be able to get that at the VA without any cost, without any means test, without any of these divisions, without any copay. You should be able to do that. And that's what we're standing up for.
And I want to speak up on something you just brought up. Now, if you come into, whether it's, I just put it this way, any VA hospital, I'm speaking to Jesse Brown now. You go into 9 North, well then, while you in 9 North, well then that's the only time that you could get free everything. But see now, the stipulation, you get, while you on 9 North, you get 100%. And a lot of veterans think, oh, I got this for life. Once you get off of 9 North, that's it.
That's true, Commander. Because also and everything, I just had surgery did on my feet back in October. And, I was thinking the same way what you were just saying about this 100%. Until some other Conrad and everything, wired me up. That, they only get that to you one time because I was jumping for joy too, thinking it was,
Yeah, you thought it was for
but
lifetime.
no, don't.
No. See, they don't really tell anybody that unless you find out yourself. Because, see, that's the only time a veteran could get anything and everything done. If anything wrong with your mouth, you got free dental care while you in there. But see, now, once you get out, everything drop.
That's right.
Right.
Which is ridiculous. It's
You know,
criminal.
But I do hope and everything, ain't gonna hold up too much more time. I do hope they get this problem and this matter solved, though, because, like I say, I need my mouth clean, that thing. I'm at a 30% right now, which I know, they charging me like crazy for medication and everything. So I sometimes be scared even going there to get some medicine. But, I got to continue on living.
Yeah. Okay, thank you for calling. And see,
thank
and another thing about the VA, if you come in, if it's emergency, like per se, I came into for Jesse Brown for emergency because I had toothache. So the procedures, I had to go to what's that part? What they before you go into the hospital?
To the urgent care?
Yeah, urgent care. Urgent care. Sit up there, and then they'll see what's happening with you, and then they'll tell you, like they said before, you could see the dentist. You could go upstairs. They'll take you upstairs and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
But see, now here go the procedures. We can't do anything for that tooth unless you want to pay for it.
That's
Now, if
exactly
you're
right.
100%, it's free.
Yeah.
So for one tooth, I asked them, I said, well, how much would it cost? And when they told me the price, I was shocked.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was a joke then because see the idea, they said that they would bill me for it.
That's what they do. They bill you for it if you're not 100% disabled.
So you want to take us off?
This is another thing. The military budget, the Defense Department budget is $686 billion a year. And they're not taking care of vets when we come back home. They're not taking care of us in a coherent way. The Congress has a dental care. The Congress has visual care. The Congress has health care. We need to have dental care and health care for all veterans, regardless of what they did in the military and regardless of what their situation is today.
Okay, and I'd like to thank everybody for calling in. I'd like to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me on the show, Commander. That's awesome.
And I'd like to let you, the public know, please, please, call in. Get in touch with somebody. Let us know what your problem is, but yet you got to help us to help you. That's what we are here for. So also, we're having a stand down May 19th, right there at 2503 West Taylor. Come there. And I'd like to say thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for calling. And we love you.